What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Of course, I have more dusty news from Tasha K. And of course, maybe you've already heard this, but I'm a grifter. I'm an opportunist. I like a little bit of dustiness, so I'm a little late on this. But Tasha K is taking another L. And one thing about Tasha K that I love, she just loves taking L's. It's just like, Tasha K is the Las Vegas Raiders of Black YouTube, okay? She is the Dallas Cowboys of Black YouTube. Y'all love taking L's. And apparently so does Tasha K. Now, let me just talk about this. When you do this business, before I get into this clip, on YouTube, let me just say, for example, if I was a person that ran a hair salon business and customers can pay cash, that's different. We can't quantify what I've taken in. If I'm a club promoter, I can't quantify what you've taken in. If I sell alcohol, or if I have a restaurant, or I sell clothes, I can't quantify what you have taken in, because some of that could be cash, and that can be, pretty much talked about. Or it could be also fabricated. I can say I didn't make as much money in cash, and I can have the cash. But when you're in this business, you do YouTube, you do Facebook ads, you're a creator on TikTok, they report every dime that you get. Like, there is no way to lie about that. The one thing you can do is, obviously, if you have the business and you're an employee of the business, and if you are reinvesting a lot in the business, sure, you can write off a lot of taxes. Like myself, I live out of the country more than 330 days a year. So because of that, I get to write off, I get a really big exclusion on my taxes, like almost $100 and something thousand every year for living outside the States. That's a federal tax thing that I get. And then if you have something like a SEP IRA pension, which is what I also contribute to, you can also write that off on your taxes. But now if you try to say that you didn't make this kind of money, when obviously you do, and then they find out, you're in big trouble, okay? Let me play this clip from Ricky Smiley's show about Tasha K, and then we'll return.
Tasha K, baby, they said this girl, honey, was caught lying to the IRS, and I don't know how you get caught lying to the IRS, honey, but they're saying last month, blogger Tasha K filed for bankruptcy in an effort to avoid paying rapper Cardi B her only $4 million after losing that defamation of character. They're saying now Tasha may be in trouble with the IRS after lying about her income, y'all, in the bankruptcy court. Now they're saying Tasha K attempted to gain sympathy from the court, y'all, during a bankruptcy hearing recently by claiming that there has been several humiliating, y'all, headlines about her since losing her defamation case to Cardi B, and that this has also made it hard, honey, for her to work and get companies to sponsor her, limiting her income. Well, they said that wasn't, it almost worked, but they said it didn't. They said, honey, but they're still fighting the situation. And some people saying no sympathy for her, but she did lose jobs, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure she lost jobs and stuff, honey, because, you putting stuff out there like that and people, saying some disparaging things about her, which they were saying she did about Cardi B, which, I still say Tasha is a gossip reporter. So the stuff was gossip. So what is gossip? It's just gossip. But then some people say, well, no, but she said some things that just really was damaging or what have you. But whatever the situation is, though, she did get sued.
Well, yeah, you can cross the line. There's one thing to say, oh, that wasn't a nice outfit, or to make assumptions, but to go into her medical history, I just think that was a bit much. You wouldn't do that, Gary.
Oh, no.
All right, so here's the argument, as you've heard, that Tasha K is trying to use in courts, right? She's saying, listen, I have to file bankruptcy because of what happened with Cardi B, but also my earnings are less than what you think. So I'm now she's lying about the earnings, which if anybody knows how much you make, it's the federal government. Every time you get paid by AdSense or anything like Facebook or anything like, it leaves a big trail. You can't lie about your income. You can possibly lie about write-offs, but even that is difficult if they start, let's say, investigating you. Okay? Now, if you have receipts from, Amazon business account, or you have receipts from plane tickets or receipts from different things, that will keep you away from being almost audited, things like that. But then she uses the second point, like, I haven't been able to get income because of what's happened. Firstly, what brand, think about what I'm about to say. You as a brand, okay? You as a brand are lying about people, disparaging them, saying that they have diseases that you don't have, talking about their kids, right? Then you expect that these brands should collaborate with you. Now, a big part of earning money is collaborations and brand deals. That's something typically some of the guys that are in, let's say, the red pill have a hard time getting brand deals. But you have some of those countries like Teach Henley, you have Manscaped, guys that are more favorable towards manosphere creators. But the celebrity world is great, especially with women, because you have all of these different companies that you can interact with. Fragrances you can interact with. You also can interact with clothing. Fashion Nova is something that's really huge. Tasha K and her female audience, people want to be in front of that audience, right? That's why Kendra G is on the come up when Tasha K is on the decline. Why? Because one thing about Kendra G that nobody can discount is her ability to be user friendly for brand deals. That's something that Kendra G does very well. She is completely professional. That is why her bag will always continue to be filled with duckaroos. She's always gonna have money. Now, Tasha K is complaining that she's lost money and needs some sympathy for losing money because of lack of brand deals. Well, you were spreading lies about Cardi B. Like, how do you want sympathy for something that you induced yourself? This is self-induced behavior. You're the one that did it to yourself. So how is it that you, as an individual, number one, you're lying to the IRS about the bankruptcy. And of course, you knew that was going to be the tactic of Cardi B. Like, listen, we need to check her earnings to see if she's lying or in breach of contract. So if we can't get the money, we can at least send her to federal prison. Because Cardi B doesn't really want the money. She will take it, but she doesn't really care about it. But she wants to send a statement. So that would also crush you. But then you're lying about your income. Then you're looking to get sympathy about the fact that you did it to yourself. And again, let me make this a whole big thing, because Tasha K is not a divester, but she has spoken about African-American men. She took a real big shot at black men when the whole Brother Polite situation came out about 2 years ago. She went after African-American men as guys who can't protect women, guys who are oblivious to the needs that women have. And she was giving every reason in the world why she had to marry an African man and not a man from the African-American community, and how much better her life is because of that. I will never forget that. And this is the thing that I would like to position to Tasha K. How much pain and misery have you induced on this man in comparisons from a woman from his community? Obviously, you have not had any respect for his culture. Because if you did, you wouldn't be behaving like that. Like, he could have avoided you. And I think when I heard, the husband is a very nice guy. He's a very respectful man. From those I have met, I believe Kevin Samuels met the husband because he went and did a podcast with Tasha K. Tasha K, he had very favorable things to say about her, to be honest. He liked Tasha K to a certain degree. So that's something I got to tell the truth about. Kevin Samuels was somewhat fond of Tasha K, although leery in the beginning of when she reached out to him. Because if Kevin didn't go to that interview, Tasha K would have tried to come after him the same way she did Jerry Jackson, which was not a reason why Kevin Samuels went to the interview. He went to the interview because he felt it was a great way to position himself out to a crowd that did not favor him. And he really won a lot of people over by taking an interview. So that's why he did it. But I want to get back to the point of his interaction with Tasha K's husband. Had nothing bad to say about the guy. So people, when they speak about Tasha K's husband, that they've met him, they always think, why is she with this? Why is he getting his life ruined by her? And so when you talk about that you just couldn't get no men in our community, and then you went over there, and now you're lying in bankruptcy court, you're going to ruin him and y'all's future. You could have stayed over in Black America if you had that attitude instead of taking it to somebody else's of another culture. But we are glad, and I hate to say this I'm as a Pan-African, because I wish you would took it over to the white man. But you took it to a brother in our larger diasporan community or our larger community that he shouldn't have to deal with that. And I'm sure a lot of Black brothers are glad you didn't do it specifically in our community. Although I feel very much sad that you did it still in the greater, larger Black community. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Who did you follow? You subscribe to the bell. We're out.